성공한 사람들이 말하는 변하지 않는 성공 공식과 방법들이 있는데 알려줘도 꼭 자기 식대로 해석해서 잘 안 되는 결과를 낳는 경우가 있죠. 인간 심리를 말하는 갓 사드 교수는 이런 인간의 생각에 기생충 같은 것들이 있다고 말하는데요. 바로 아이디어 패서젠, 생각 병원체입니다.
Well, humans can certainly be parasitized by actual brainworms, but regrettably for us, because of our big brains, we can be parasitized by a second class of brainworms, and I call them idea pathogens, meaning that they could literally be dreadful ideas that can proverbially get us to go around in the circle.
첫 번째, 포스트모더니즘. 사드 교수가 말하는 우리의 발전과 성공을 막는 생각 병원체의 근원은 포스트모더니즘입니다. 세상에 절대적인 답은 없다는 생각이 수천 년 넘게 인류를 존속시켜온 마땅히 지켜야 할 기준들을 전부 무너뜨리고 있죠.
The granddaddy of all idea pathogens is postmodernism. Because postmodernism basically frees us from the shackles of reality at the most fundamental epistemological level. There is no truth.
그럼 도대체 왜 통념을 거스르고 보편적인 진리와 상식을 무너뜨리는 생각들이 옳다고 주장하는 사람들이 있는 걸까요? 바로 자유 때문입니다. 개인의 자유 때문에 진리를 사살하는 거죠.
But each of these idea pathogens share one thing in common. Cancer could be very different, but it shares the mechanism of unchecked cell division. So that's the common thing. Now, well, the idea pathogens share one commonality, and that is their desperate desire to free themselves from the shackles of reality.
사드 교수는 페미니즘을 예를 들어 설명합니다.
Radical feminism frees me from reality in that it removes the shackles of this annoying thing called biology. It is not true that there is such a thing as innate biological differences. That in the pursuit of true social justice, we don't murder truth. I can support a world free of sexism whilst recognizing that there are differences between men and women. I could support transgender rights whilst recognizing that a 280-pound guy that used to be called John should not be competing with a 100-pound girl because, bruh, I'm now a woman.
두 번째, 사회 구성주의. 마이클 조던, 리오넬 메시처럼 수백억 달러 연봉의 스포츠 대스타가 되기 위해서는 그들에게 주어졌던 환경이 조성되어야 한다는 주장입니다. 헬조선에 태어났고 부자들, 똑똑한 사람들이 내가 벌 돈까지 다 벌어갔다고 믿는 것이죠. 그렇게 나는 노력하지 않을 자유를 누리는 것입니다.
So social constructivism is another idea pathogen, that we are all born with equal potentiality, and it is only the mishaps of our environments that didn't make me come out to be a top NBA player, right? Well, there is something very hopeful in me thinking that my child has as much of a chance as any other child to be the next Lionel Messi or the next Albert Einstein. I want to hang on to that hope. Therefore, again, breaking free from reality in this case is a great ego defensive strategy, right? I don't want you to tell me that, look, based on these morphological features of your child at 11, the likelihood of him becoming the next Lionel Messi, given that he doesn't have coordination to catch a ball the size of his head, is probably not going to happen. No.
그럼 어떻게 해야죠? 생각 병원체의 본질은 생각입니다. 그리고 이 생각은 내 행동과 말에 영향을 줄 정도로 강력하죠. 이 병원체를 이기는 방법은 역설적이게도 포스트 모더니즘에서 말하는 절대 진리는 없다의 반대 개념인 value system, 가치 체계를 가지고 무슨 일이 있어도 이 가치를 지켜내는 것이라고 사드 교수는 말합니다.
I really do believe that to maximize I have a hard time putting it into words because if I say pleasure, people are not going to get the right idea. To get a neurological state that you would want to stay in, people really should follow their emotions in that way. I follow my emotions. I'm trying to move towards pleasure. I'm trying to move away from pain. But what I have found is that what gives you pleasure and what gives you pain is malleable. Okay.
Yes.
How you feel about yourself when you're by yourself, to me, is the ultimate neurochemical cocktail of importance.
Yes.
How many billionaires have to commit suicide before people realize it's not money, it's not status, it is truly, do you think you're an asshole? Do you think you're a piece of shit? I've heard you talk about this 1,000 times. You judge every day by I put my head down on the pillow And
Hey, I was just gonna give that story. I didn't know you knew.
now
Okay,
tell people
exactly.
because I think it's super important.
What guides me, if I bring it down to the most fundamental level, I'm driven by almost a maladaptive purity ethos that's shaped by two ideals, truth and freedom. So for example, when I was a soccer player, the way that I instantiated my drive for freedom is that my best performances was when I played as the playmaker, the number 10 position, where I get to roam around looking for spaces to take advantage of. When a coach would put me with some positional restrictions, you're playing more on the left side of midfield. You have to track back Tom, number 8 of the other team. It's not because I was a prima donna and a diva and you shouldn't tell me what to do. It's that once you put restrictions on my movements, my brain exploded and I couldn't play anymore because my biggest talent was to be free and roam around looking for those spaces, those opportunities. So to come back, so this purity bubble, which causes me to set a very high bar of personal conduct, makes it such that at the end of the day, when I put my head on my pillow and I need to feel fully comfortable within myself, I need to feel as though I did whatever I could, however big it is or however small it is, to fighting for those ideals. If I did, I sleep well at night. If I didn't, I'm a fraud who's an insomniac. In a sense, it's a very punishing and exacting standard because this is what causes me to then be so hyperactive in everything that I do, because I'm seeing the bullshit and the murder of truth and the rape of truth